All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer. I'm with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about the season finale, season 4 of The Boys. So if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you go check it out. Hit pause on this video, come back because we are getting into spoilers, all that good stuff. Nothing is left on the table with this because this was a wild finale. And we'll start with Brandman. What you think about it? It likes, dislikes, thoughts?
Holy crap, where do I begin? Like everything about this just kind of had me just on edge and kind of guessing what would happen next, especially with the way the last week's episode ended. Because by that last 2 minutes, I was like, "Holy crap, what's about to happen during the finale?" And it. I really appreciate how it kind of it really left you guessing, like in terms of what's going to happen with Starlight, what's going to happen with Butcher, what's going to happen with Ryan. Is Ryan still going to be on Butcher's side after he finds out what happens? Where are the main characters going to end up? You know, why do I have to wait 2 years for the next season? um, it was just like there were legitimate stakes, and at this point in time I connect enough to the characters to where I'm like, holy crap, I hope they make it out of this in one piece. Like I can't wait to see what happens next. I think the social commentary, they definitely amped up a lot more in this particular season, and with good reason. It fits that they did. I really appreciated the social commentary this time, in
Yeah.
particular. And Anthony Starr, just give this dude his Emmy. We don't even have to wait until a ceremony. Just hand it over to him. Just come to his house and put that in his hand. The way that the way how he the way how he the way he wavers from like fake charm to intimidating to unhinged and just flat out scary is just incredible. I appreciate him more and more with each season. And I like how the show is edgy without coming off as try hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's edgy with a good reason backing it. And like I said, it just left me wanting more. I think I'm in physical pain that I have to wait 2 more years to see what happens next.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, awesome.
Yeah. The ups and downs with the last one delivered.
Mhm.
Kevin said Anthony Starr performance makes the boys watchable. Like about it, writing just okay at best. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Tough
He's gonna
crowd.
be nominated. Yeah, I don't, yeah, he's not
That's what I was
nominated.
gonna say. He's not
Yeah.
even nominated. So yeah, no, he isn't. He gets no Emmy, no nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what are
Plus,
they doing?
it's so it's so so much shock value. I don't think Emmys want that type of show representing it.
Yeah. And I think this season would be for the next Emmy. And then by then people are gonna forget about season 4 because season 5 would be going on, but then that wouldn't be counted for that year's Emmy. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So but Anthony Starr was awesome. Actually, a lot of these guys were awesome in this episode. Cool. What about you, Brian?
It was great. Like I honestly, the ups and downs I had for this episode were unbelievable. Hey, Mama Bear. I was happy that A Train made to the end, right, without dying. I almost had a tear with Frenchie and Kimiko finally got together. I was like, get back up there, get back in there, but I was very, very happy to finally see that. Because I mean, in the journey and then the things that they're said, like, yeah, you can be, you can forgive yourself. We can do this together.
Mhm.
Every day we'll forgive a little bit more. I thought that was awesome. I thought what Starlight said to Huey was hilarious. You're getting tested for everything known to man. I'm not getting no.
No, this ain't no syphilis or
She said no. What's it? What are they called? When they pull off the skin. What was it called? The thing that pretend to be her. It's called
oh, the shapeshifter.
shapeshifter.
Shape.
She wanted.
Yeah,
I didn't want to be a
Shifter.
shapeshifter. Herpes or syphilis.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's important. But I really thought the shifter was going to be pregnant, and that was going
Ah,
to really kill Starlight. I thought that would have been woo
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Butcher almost dying and all that stuff, and then seeing Grace get knocked on the ground, and then knowing that Brian is the one that killed her.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That was a lot. And then seeing what's her name?
Also, real cool with Grace, like, because she came back and Butcher was like, oh, thanks for coming. She's like, I'm not here for you. She was
I'm here
there
for
for
Ryan.
Ryan,
Yep.
and then everything that went down with Ryan. Oh, that was heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking.
Watching him walk away, and then they're setting him up, and he feels like they trapped him and lied
Yeah,
to him.
yeah.
But then seeing Newman just get ripped apart, that was
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming. That's crazy. Um,
Oh, that was nasty, man.
I
Holy
was like just
shit.
ripped, like,
Oh, yeah.
like okay, guess she's not gonna be here next season. Um, Ashley taking the compound V, that was
Mhm.
huge. I mean, there's so many things we could go on and on and on and on. Sage saying that was always my plan, and I could tell you about it because you're too stupid. You would have effed it up. And she's like,
I knew she
it's
had a
like,
bigger plan to play.
Yeah.
and she's like,
I think she still
never,
does.
never, ever doubt me again.
Yeah. Yeah. She was
You know,
awesome.
that was cool. And then that ending, that last 4 minutes. Oh my goodness,
Mhm.
my goodness. I thought they're all going on their merry little way, live off their lives, and
Mhm.
ready go. Mother's Milk's gonna go see his daughter and his wife, and how happy. The happiest day of my life is the day I married my wife and saw met her and all that stuff. And then he's going off, and then all of them, Kimiko is going to be with Frenchie. They're going to get that chance to be together for a little bit before the
Mhm.
world goes to crap, and
Mhm.
all the stuff was happening, and Huey and Starlight, and then you see just the turn. That huge turn was epic,
Right.
Yeah.
and we say all the Gen V people
Mhm.
now deputized in and helping Homelander. So I thought it was just a good finale. That's what a quality finale does.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Like leaves you wanting more, and satisfied. I think you want more, but you're satisfied where it left off. Well, so T was saying, I hope Maeve shows back up in season 5.
Oh, she has to.
I would hope so. I would hope so.
She has
Although
to.
If you got Soldier
She.
Boy, you need a lot more help now.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But the rumor is the actress who played Maeve had issues with Anthony Starr. That's the going rumor behind the scenes kind of stuff. Nothing's official yet. No one's come out and said anything, but that's like what people are saying. Whether it be true or not, I don't know. But if she comes back, then obviously I think it wasn't true. But maybe we'll see.
I mean,
I don't
he
know.
plays a dude
Part of me
so
is like
well.
Maeve had her happy ending. Like
I think she's gonna go off to the sunset, right? But she might come back because they have to, because they need all heroes on deck. So there'll be a
yeah,
chance for A Train and Maeve and all of them to kind of go against them.
like former seven, like a
Yeah,
lot of former sevens against like the douchey seven. Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah. Are they even the seven anymore? They haven't had 7 members since like season 1, right? I mean, they've always been like short
Right.
at least one. So everyone dying or quitting
A 4.5.
at most. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
I mean, there's so much more. Like I want to even look at the whole Soldier Boy, Homelander, Ryan thing, the generations of father son drama, and that's going to be epic too. So there's just a lot of stuff. I love the way they ended it. I love the way they look forward. They teased a lot of the stuff. I'm in. You got me.
Mhm.
I'm in.
Yeah. So same with me with these guys. Like I loved this episode. Like from beginning to end, it was just like nonstop. Like, and then the end when everything happens, it was like, oh shit. Like it seems like they're kind of going with some of the major ending events of the comic book, which I wasn't sure if they're going to be able to pull it off. And it seems like it's coming together pretty nicely, and I think it's gonna be really interesting. Although the way the ends, well, at least with Butcher and Homelander and stuff like that, I don't know. Like, obviously, it's not gonna be the comic book because they already changed a lot of it. Um,
Mhm.
and I think adding Ryan to the show makes things so much more interesting than like
And
something
then
like in the comic
instead of
book.
Black Noir,
Yeah,
being
just being
a
clones and blah
clone.
blah blah, and making Soldier Boy like the father. Because in the comic book, Soldier Boy is a nobody, is a legit nobody. I think he like has sex with Homelander, I believe, in the comic book during Hero Gasm. I think
Mhm.
he sexually assaults Huey, I think. I forgot how far that went, but yeah, but so obviously them changing things, I think it works better for the show. For the comic is, great. But for the show, having these like father son dynamics are really, really interesting because I'm really curious to see what happens with Ryan. Because Ryan doesn't feel safe at home with Homelander. But now he's like, shit, I can't trust Butcher. It's like, so what
But
is this
it
kid
sounded like he
gonna do?
chose Homelander at the end.
Kind of like he wanted to go back there because I think he had all the cool shit, like a kid. He's a teenage boy and it's like, hey, you get whatever the hell you want and you could do whatever the
Mhm.
hell you want. And that sounds cool on paper until your dad's Homelander. And then you're like, oh shit, like, you know, he might kill me.
Yeah,
Legit.
but you're old enough. He's old enough to a point to be at a point to you have to deal with your consequences of what you decide at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. And I think that's what it was. I think he wasn't sure he wanted to do because he did the same stuff with Homelander. He was like, oh, let's do this, and he's like, I don't know because my mom and like he was never fully committed to either side. And now both sides are pushing him so hard. I don't know what he's gonna do. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna be somewhere in the middle, but right now there is no middle.
Yeah, because
So
Butcher is at a point where he's killing everybody.
yeah, everyone's dying. Everyone's dying. So yeah, I yeah, it's gonna be like really interesting to see what happens with Ryan. What happened with Soldier Boy when they wake him up. Um, I did not expect to see him come back. Like I really didn't. Um, the thing with Kimiko at the end. Her and Frenchie get split up, and
And
the
she
giant
screams,
penis.
she says, "No!"
I
Oh, I couldn't
know.
believe
Oh
she
my.
actually said the word. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Right.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, wait a second.
Yeah, that was awesome. And it's like, yeah, you finally get to see them kiss, And again, I'm like, so one finale, you have people kind of like holding hands, you're like, ew, don't do that. And this one they kiss and you're like, yes, the thing I've been wanting for 4 seasons now. Yeah, so but yeah, even with Mother's Milk getting knocked out by the giant penis guy.
I was
Like,
like, it was so funny. Yes,
oh
was
man.
it something sausage?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot what his name was. Something sausage though. But yeah, that was that made me because there's like some parts in it that made me giggle. And if you know supernatural stuff, if you know your supernatural lore, you
Yes,
know about Bobby, and when he's doing golf in the
love sausage.
bunker,
Love sausage. Love
love
sausage.
sausage. There you go. That's who it was. So Bobby,
Huh.
is from pretty much everyone from Supernatural was in the show except for Jared, which he's
Which we
gonna come
need.
in.
That
Yeah,
has to happen next season.
it's gonna.
I don't care.
He is. I
Oh, it
think they
will.
said it is. Yeah,
I think
there's.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which I mean, he had a bitch and moan to finally get in, but
you know
he
what? We're gonna be
weaseled his
talking
way
about.
in.
We're gonna talk about the boys next time. I'm gonna be sitting in the trench coat, dressed like Castiel.
Yeah.
It's probably going to happen, guys.
Well, I don't know if Castiel was in it, I think, in the beginning. But anyway, Bobby Singer is now the president. He's in blah blah blah. And the big thing he did in Supernatural was anytime he messed up, he was like balls, and he did that here.
Yeah.
I laughed. That was a good good reference, or shout out to the other show, Eric Kripke does with the Supernatural. And yeah, I just it worked in the show, because he messed up, but it worked for that character and everything. I was
Specifically,
like,
because
oh,
we
that was so
all
good.
understand from the outside exactly
We
what's
got the
going
inside
on.
joke,
Yeah.
and that was a good inside joke. Yeah. So that was pretty good, because this show, I think, it does have good writing. Forgot who said in here, what Kevin Davis didn't like the writing. I thought the writing was really good.
Me too. I think they actually wrote and then decided what they're going to do in the finale, and they let it happen, and it all made sense. Like they had someone proofread it afterwards and say, "Hey, does this make sense?" And there's like, "Oh yeah, it's a storyline that makes perfect sense. We have arcs and everything."
Yeah,
that's what happens.
Because even like the goofiness is like I expect the deep and noir being goofy, and he finally gets his murder boner. It's like even made a noise. I was like, really? And it's hilarious, but it works with that duo that they're doing, and I thought that was like funny. Then them just going around and just killing everybody was wild.
I killed Ashley.
Mhm.
That's the wrong Ashley.
Yeah. And I forgot about that, because even in this episode, that Ashley's talking to the other Ashley, and they're like, "Oh, Ashley, what Ashley, and I'm like,
Well,
"Oh
there's
yeah, I
like 3,
forgot."
4, 5 Ashleys in here. I don't know which one's at which.
That's hilarious. That was so good. So yeah, like stuff like that where it's funny, it makes sense, it's goofy in a show where he just literally exploded somebody's head through a wall, punched it or whatever. So yeah, stuff like that. But and then you get the seriousness with the shapeshifter. I thought that was kind of interesting. Her talking about her becoming her teacher and all these other people, and how they justify that messed up shit that they do. And I'm like, huh, that's some therapy talk, and that sounds like kind of wild. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I did wish they didn't kill her, though, or it. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I was kind of upset that they killed the shifter.
Well, she said that she's dead, but could you not? Because they didn't tear her up or destroy her anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can always use that.
She could have survived,
yeah.
And then, but what'd you think about Newman's daughter going to a home?
Going to the same home for like supers, where Newman was at, and all these other where they're bad. Yeah,
exactly.
The thing she wanted to keep her away from.
It's the one thing that happened, and because she trusted Huey.
Yeah,
because if she dared trusted Huey, she would have been okay.
Yeah,
and then Butcher made it all happen.
Yeah, Butcher probably created a monster.
Yeah. Which I love, like that whole discussion, like you said, with monsters. It's like, if we don't have our humanity, we just become monsters and shit. As Butcher walks in as a monster with the shit popping out, and like, bro. Yeah, that was good. But that whole scene though with Butcher, when he just like turns around and he goes, "You're welcome," and winks, I was like, oh, that reminded me of the comic book so much. Like, oh, you're that dude. You are Butcher, like straight up from the comic. Like, just carry the crowbar.
Are you surprised he went that far? And I mean, he went full dark.
Yeah,
it's only a matter of time.
Does he save everybody?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they'll friendly how things end with friendly up how Butcher ends up in the graphic novels. I kind of hope they go all the way with it, rather than because I hope they don't soften the blow just to make it more digestible for general audiences. It like go all in, because I feel like they've gone all in with just about everything else. So I think that'll be. I think if they go the way of the comics, it'll be a good service to Huey's character too, with him really manning up at that point in time.
Yep.
So yeah, I hope they really pull the trigger, because Butcher's kind of walk that line between anti-hero and then like full on villain. So I hope they go. I really, just for the sake of not spoiling it for anyone who has not read the Boys graphic novels, I really hope they go all in. I think anything else would be a cop out.
I'm good with how it ended. Like, the good guys did not win. I mean, they really don't win that much anyway, and their win is like barely a win. It's more like you survived kind of thing.
Hey, you did
like
not. We didn't all die. Only a couple of us died.
Yeah, we didn't all die. But yeah, none of the loose ends were like the whole thing with Ashley. I don't think they showed you what happened after she took the V. Ryan, you don't know where he's going. So, and those are all like good loose ends, for a season finale. Like what's he gonna do? What she's gonna become? What's gonna happen with all the boys and stuff like that. So, where's Butcher driving to? I did think it would have been awesome if he was driving Baby though. If he was driving an Impala, I would have legit like laughed.
You can't have Baby.
That would have been too much.
That's too much. Even someone who loves Baby, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Only one that could drive Baby could be is Soldier Boy.
It's just a Soldier. Oh, that would have been great, because then like Soldier Boy would have seen the Impala and be like, "That's a nice car." Like that would have been awesome. But
if he said,
that would be a little too much.
Get out.
Yeah. Like, don't drive.
No one to try drive Baby.
But yeah. I thought this was a great finale. I thought it was a really great finale. And you're just like, shit. Appreciate everyone watching on the replay. Leave your comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about the finale for season 4 of The Boys. What you like about it? Do you hate? Any theories where you think things might go? If we missed anything, let us know. We appreciate chit-chatting with everyone in the comments. But if you are watching live, stick around, because we're going to talk about the entire season and rate the whole season.